And I think, oh, it's that. I think we're good. But we're going to find out. So the first thing I'm going to demonstrate to you is draping. And you have these lovely packages that I would like you to hold up like this so I know that you know what I'm talking about. The packages are wrapped in plastic. If you follow the instructions, it teaches you how to open them. And that is step number 1. After I teach you how to open your package, then I'm going to teach you how to drape. And then we're going to take a quick pause, and we are then going to move on to different suturing techniques. So today I will cover with you simple interrupted sutures and subcuticular suture. And if we have time, I'll show you the subcutaneous. Okay? We're good? Okay. So to start, these suture kits that you have in your plastic, you will never have to do this again, but for this summer, you are going to have to learn how to rewrap them. So that's why we're opening them together, because you need to see what it's like so that you can put it back together the way you found it. You will become pros at folding suture kits. So to start, I'm gonna stand, so you're not gonna see my head. It'll be okay. So to start, you want to have your suture kit facing you so that this tab, can everyone see this triangular tab? It's facing you, okay? Step 1, we're good. Okay, set it on the table. You can touch the outside of this without having gloves on because the outside is not sterile, okay? Now, you want to open the suture kit by taking the tab and pulling it away from you. That's tab number 1, okay? Now, you will find 2 lapels, like the lady in the video said, on the inside. So one is overlapping the other. You don't want to reach your hand inside because then you've broken sterile technique. So you want to take the lapel of the one that's closest, it's on top essentially, and pull it to the side. And you can keep managing your other ones if you want. Remember, you have a 1 inch to 2 inch border. That is your boundary border. So you can touch it. I'm using a mayo stand, and I recommend that you practice using a mayo stand when you practice. I'm going to go over here. Is that better? I recommend that you practice using, it's good. Yeah, practice using a mayo stand for your practical. Now, you have another lapel, a side arm that you need to pull out, so go ahead and put that one to the side.
If the drape falls below the edge of the mayo stand, is that non-sterile?
Yes. So anything below that's on that, you're on tables, I know, but for me, this is not sterile anymore because it's off the edge of the stand. Okay? And then the last tab, you just pull it toward yourself. Okay? If you get to the last tab and you have to pull it across, no, stop. That's bad because that means you'll break sterile technique. That means you started off the wrong way. So you start off pulling it away from you, and at the very end, you pull it toward you. And they're really hooked in here quite nicely. Okay? And if you give it a little tug and a pinch and pull, it usually stays. If at any point in time any of these tabs start falling back in, that's why we go slowly. That will break sterile technique, and you'll need a whole new kit. Okay, so now what is here is stable. I cannot touch this with my hands. I should not be reaching over it. I should not be breathing on it. I shouldn't even look at it too hard because I'll probably contaminate it. So at this point in time, you will need to don your sterile gloves in order to enter the inside of the suture kit. So I'm going to pretend, and so are you, that we have sterile gloves. These are not, but we're going to pretend. So I'm pretending that I'm putting on sterile gloves, okay? Now I can get inside of this because I have gloves on. So there are a couple of items. On the top you have a white towel. So I don't need this white towel for, actually, is this what I need? Yes, this is what we need. This is our sterile drape. I'm sorry, it was blue and white in the other one. So this is our sterile drape. So when you lift it up, I'm going to set it down for a second. When you lift it up out of the container, you'll kind of figure out a routine. you want to touch it as minimally as possible, even though you have sterile gloves on. So I'm going to lift it up by the corner, and then I'm going to look for a free edge. So this is a cornered edge here. I'm going to look for a free edge down here where it's not on a corner, okay? I'm just trying to show on different videos here. So I'm going to grasp one of those corners, and then I'm just going to gently lift. If you're sitting down, you're probably going to contaminate. So you may need to stand up. And I do not shake it. If I shake it, I contaminate it. Just let it drop and fall open. Then I'm going to open the rest of the drape. It's a little sticky. Okay? Okay. So once I have the drape open, then I need to drape my skin. Would you mind switching the tables underneath me? So for video's sake, we're going to make a little swapperoo. There is our skin. Woohoo! So normally I would just kind of turn to the side where my skin was and drape it, but you guys wouldn't be able to see that. So here is the skin. Now I can lay this skin down, this drape down in a couple of ways. I have it the long way right now. I could lay it down the long way, okay? Or I could take it and just rotate it horizontally. That's fine. You can do that. That's okay. And mine had a little fold in it that wasn't coming undone, so I kind of wanted to do this anyhow. And the part of the sheet that's facing my body is not sterile. So that's the part of the sheet that needs to touch the patient. Okay? And as I lay this down, I do not reach over anything. I pull it toward me. So I set it down, and it's falling toward me and drops away. Okay? So the wrong thing to do, just for clarity, the wrong thing to do is this. Did you like the exaggeration? Don't do that. Don't lean over it, okay, because then you contaminate. So the part that's facing your body is unsterile, so just gently lay it over your wound, and then you hopefully have placed it exactly where it needs to go so that it's over the opening of the thing you're trying to clean. Okay? Okay. I think that's good for that section. So we're going to take a little pause.